Hey everybody, we are off to the Wally World. I want to pick up a few things for my waterfall tank, and I thought this would be a good time to chat about a topic I've got on my mind, and that is what exactly is the nature of the hobby of fish keeping. I get comments from people on a regular basis, and sorry about all the flashing lights. It's just when you drive through trees on a sunny day, that's just how it is. So sorry in advance for all the strobe light effect that we're going to have in this video. But I get comments on a regular basis from people about, you know, the work I'm doing, or not doing this, or not having to do that, or setting their tanks up so they never have to do water changes. And to a degree, I kind of understand the people that set up the systems where they can just open some valves and do some water changes and stuff like that. But the point I'm getting to is, for me, the hobby of fish keeping is, well, it's a hobby. And if you look up hobby, any practical definition of the word hobby is going to include the word activity. It's something you do. So why having a hobby where you then immediately begin working relentlessly to reduce the number of things you have to do doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I understand the difference between, working smart versus working hard. That's kind of one of the reasons I use ChemiClean so much. That is the lazy way of doing it. A lot of effort could be put into, figuring out how to control the cyanobacteria naturally and change all my lighting habits and all that kind of stuff. The lazy way of doing it is just slapping some ChemiClean in the tank, wiping it out, and starting over, I got no problem with that. But the idea of doing stuff with my fish is, like, that to me is fun. I'm actually looking forward to this afternoon. It's a beautiful day today. It's really warm for January. In fact, it's so warm that I'm able to do what we're going to do today, because I'm going to be using a bunch of silicone and working on my waterfall tank, and I need to get the house opened up with the fan on to get all those fumes and stuff out of the house, and it's going to be like 70 degrees today. So while I probably ought to be outside getting some fresh air, I'm going to be in the basement smearing silicone around on my waterfall tank, and that's what I want to do today, because that's the stuff I like doing. I wouldn't have a waterfall tank in my basement and all those fish tanks and everything if I didn't enjoy the hobby of fish keeping. So if you see every aspect of keeping fish as some kind of chore, maybe it's not the hobby for you, maybe some other kind of hobby. But even then, I mean, when you think of any hobby, if you build models, it's not the staring at the completed model on the wall. That's certainly part of it. There's a sense of satisfaction and everything there. But building the model is what you do. Tinkering with your hot rod. When you go fishing, it's the activity of fishing. It's not, if you're one of those people that's, let's say you mount, your trophy fish on the wall or whatever, it's not sitting back, smoking your pipe, enjoying looking at the fish on the wall. It's fishing. It's going out and doing it. And I just don't see why fish keeping is any different in those regards. It's a hobby in the sense that it gives me something to do. It occupies my time. It's, mentally challenging to whatever level I want it to be mentally challenging, depending on, how complicated I want to get it, how, what kind of fish I want to keep, what kind of environments I want to set up. I can set that mental challenge level to whatever factor I want. And so it's just, again, it's what I enjoy doing. I haven't set my hobby up and set myself up to be a big unpleasant task that I don't want to have to deal with all the time. I very deliberately set my tanks up so that if I don't feel like doing a water change tonight, I don't do a water change tonight. Those fish aren't going to die if I let them go another couple of days, but I get in there when I feel like doing it, when I'm in the mood to be in there. What really screws me up when it comes to getting on top of things is the whole YouTube stuff. I like to try to get videos of pretty much everything I do, and that can be overwhelming for my viewers. As it is, I put a lot of videos out there. I'm aware of that. But I could put 5 or 6 a day out easily. And so I wind up not doing something because, well, I want to shoot a video of it when I do it, so I'll put that off until it's more convenient to shoot a video of it. And a lot of times things don't get done for that reasons. I have to occasionally just remind myself, just, you know, do whatever you got to do, and then you can, you know, there'll always be more stuff to shoot video of later, but you can still do that water change. You don't have to get that water change on video, you know. In the long run, most people probably don't care about that water change anyway. So anyway, my point is that, you know, how do you see the hobby? Do you look at it as something that is there to be just sort of looked at, and you want to minimize the amount of work that's possible? I know I have some viewers that are mobility limited, you know, and have physical restrictions on what they can and can't do when it comes to their aquarium, so they have to sort of approach it from a different angles, as it were, no pun intended. But it's still the you know, again, I'm not sure how other people see the hobby. Maybe I'm the one that's missing the mark here as far as the activity, but it seems like most people treat doing anything with their fish as though it's like washing the dishes or getting out and mowing the lawn, and, you know, like some kind of chore that's got to be done, but, you know, at least it'll be done, and then once it's done, I can get back to enjoying my fish tanks. You know, the idea that you're enjoying your fish tank while you're in there doing a water change seems alien to some people, and I don't see it that way. When I'm in there doing my water changes and tinkering with the fish, I'm listening to music and humming to myself, and, you know, that's part of my enjoyment. It's the activity. It keeps me busy. It's something to do, etc. I knew I shouldn't have come up here on a Sunday. This is going to be stupid. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye now, because it's going to be a wrestling match for a parking spot somewhere around here. And then I dare to think what it's going to be like once I get inside. So I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you all real soon.